due to the devastating floods in KwaZulu-Natal and the Eastern Cape, our focus now must be on healing, must be on rebuilding and restoring what has been lost. In this time of tremendous pain and grief, His Majesty King Misuzulu kaZwelithini has expressed his strong conviction that the celebration of his coronation should be postponed. At his request, I conveyed this to His Excellency, President Ramaphosa, on Wednesday afternoon. That evening, before he had sight of my letter, the President called to express the very same sentiments. Today, the President has formally responded to my letter, confirming his agreement with His Majesty's decision and indicating that a new date should be discussed beyond May 2022. So after consultation with His Majesty the King, the royal family and the President, a date for the coronation will be announced accordingly later. On behalf of His Majesty the King, we express deepest sympathy with every family that has suffered loss. The royal family itself is in mourning at the loss of Princess Bonakele Chilega and their children, Yenzokuhle and Elimio, as well as the children of Princess Sindisiwe Chilega, Akile and Zeketelo. Her Royal Highness Princess Lindiwe kaJohnson kaTshelendoda kaDinizulu lost all 5 members of their family when their house collapsed. This unspeakable tragedy is one among many that has brought us to our knees again as a country. May God Almighty heal our broken hearts. I thank you.
Prince Buthelezi, I know you said in condolences on the loss of some of your family members as well as the AmaZulu royal household. I know that you said that there will be consultations that happen to determine a date after the 28th of May for the coronation of the king. As things stand, we now know 435 people have sadly died, an unconfirmed number still missing. Is it clear to you at this stage if you as the royal household will wait for that complete process to then be concluded as far as accounting for the missing and the dead before actually pronouncing on a date for the coronation?
Yes. His Majesty feel very strongly. His letter to me was very moving emotionally. You know, and we all feel very, very sad about what has happened in this province and also in the Eastern Cape. And therefore, for that reason, we agree with His Majesty that it is only proper and right that we cannot be in jubilation and celebrating and so on while this period of pain and loss has not passed. So we have to wait for that out of respect, you know, for the lives of many of our people and the losses that our people have sustained.
And you have described in your statement tonight this as an unspeakable tragedy. What does King Misuzulu see as the future of, or the role, I should say, of the royal household in the weeks and months ahead, because the devastation is going to be long-lasting?
I beg your pardon, what is your question, sir?
My question was, what then does the royal family see as its role in the weeks and months ahead as KwaZulu-Natal tries to recover from this tragic moment?
No, in fact, you know that when Mr. Patrice Motsepe came, the king himself joined the premier of this province and other leaders actually to receive the donation by Mr. Patrice Motsepe. And after that, in fact, many of our people have been involved every day, you know, visiting all the places that have been devastated. I mean, for instance, leaders such as Mr. John Steenhuisen, and also our leader in the IFP have been out, and in fact, they even visited the royal family members that have lost so many members of their family in Hammersmith, and even donated food, and we also donated money to the giver of the givers.
The gift of the givers.
And I also donated 500,000 also from our Manja company, which publishes Ilanga, also towards this. These are all the things that we're doing almost every day. We haven't stopped, even now.
And Prince Buthelezi, while we have you on, sir, perhaps as a final one, just yesterday, the courts in KZN were still dealing with another attempt to block the coronation going ahead. Now that that's been pronounced upon by the court, what is the feeling on that score among yourselves as the royal household?
Well, in fact, it's obvious that what they are doing is a wild goose chase, because quite clearly they are on a wild goose chase, journey, because it's quite clear that, it's an exercise in futility, and that they would actually, if they actually seriously thought about what they were doing, they would really stop what they are doing. But I see that in the media, there's a hint that they might even petition the appeal court. I don't know whether they'll do so, but it's amazing what Prince Mbonisi and the faction that he's leading are doing, even after the very sad passing away of Princess Tembi. It's amazing that in the litigation that they've now issued, which summons us to the High Court in Pretoria, that the name of the late princess, surprisingly, is now listed among the respondents, just to show how confused these people are. Because I don't know why Princess Tembi's name is actually listed with us as one of the respondents, because they must have seen her attending the King's members of ceremony in Newcastle. But she issued a statement immediately distancing herself from King Misuzulu. So I don't know why they were listing her in the summons. She is listed. Her name is listed with us. And also I think it's shameful that when the princess is actually resting in peace in her grave, that her name should be listed in the summons with our names. It really shows that there is confusion of sorts in their minds.
Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, thank you for your time tonight, sir, and being on Newzroom Afrika.
Thanks very much, sir.